everybody. Welcome to another edition of Cocktails from Home. My name is Jay Rose. I'm here today with Deirdre Shosha. Deirdre, how are you today?
Doing great.
Good. So today, considering we've taken on the reins of showing people how to make cocktails from home with the correct ingredients and the correct process, today we're going to tackle a Negroni, a Gin Negroni. We're going to use some of the products that we sell out in the market that, in our opinion, mine and Deirdre both, make a phenomenal Negroni. And this is the time of year when the weather starts to change, get a little warmer, that you're looking for something with a little lighter alcohol. And we're going to explain all that as we move forward. As usual, I generally don't know how to make cocktails correctly with the correct ingredients. If it was up to me, I'd be using raspberry ginger ale and stirring it with a knife. But we're going to figure it out the right way with the right tools today. Deirdre's going to walk us through the process of making an authentic Negroni. Deirdre, let's do it. What are we doing?
All right. Let me give you just a tiny bit of history about the Negroni. The Negroni is a drink that came about probably around 1920. There was a bartender in Florence, Italy, named Fosco Scarselli.
Okay.
And he was making a drink for the Count Camillo Negroni, hence the name. And he took an Americano, which features vermouth, bitter, and usually soda water, and he replaced the soda water with gin. And so we get the recipe for the Negroni.
Oh, wow.
The biggest thing about this drink, in my opinion, is balance. So you can use any amount of these that you want. That varies from recipe to recipe. But the ratio should always be 1 to 1 to 1. So we're going to keep it real simple today. And we're going to use 1 ounce of Rinomato, 1 ounce of Mancino vermouth, and 1 ounce of Barr Hill Gin.
Ooh, okay.
Now we're going to use a mixing glass. We're going to fill it with ice. Figure out 1 ounce of our Barr Hill Gin.
And I'm measuring it out with the jigger. I'm measuring out an ounce because I can't eye it up.
Or should you?
Bam. Suddenly I'm Emerald using BAM. All right.
And
One.
And let's do 1 ounce of the Rinomato.
Beautiful.
Gonna stir this.
You're way ahead of me.
You'll catch up, I promise.
Yeah, I gotta up my speed game. I'd be in the weeds quick if I was behind the bar. No one's looking for me behind the bar unless I'm pouring a beer anyway. And we're stirring this, right? With our
We're stirring this.
got our cocktail spoon to stir that. Again, we will stress the importance of making sure that you have a proper bar set and ice in this drink. I'm learning ice is very important in the construction of cocktails.
And ice is very, very important.
All right.
Once we finish stirring that, we're gonna get our strainer over our mixing glass.
Gotcha.
The rocks glass. I'm using 1 large cube.
I'm going to use a handful.
Strain this drink over the ice.
Right.
We are going to garnish it with an orange twist.
Oh boy.
You don't want to go too crazy when expressing the orange. You just want to get
Right.
a little bit of that in there. You don't want to throw the balance.
I have noticed that sometimes I get a little nuts with it and I break it. So I'm kind of figuring out just a kind of an easy situation. Spin the glass a little. And then throw them right in. And now you're using this. You're going to use this to throw right in the drink, right?
It's in there.
Boom. Got it. All right.
And then Negroni.
Oh, man.
So again, we can go over about why we picked what we picked to use in the Negroni, what spirits we picked. We picked Caledonia Spirits Barr Hill Gin. They're an amazing craft distillery up in Vermont. This distillery was started by a 5th generation beekeeper. So it is the distillate itself. The botanicals in it are crushed juniper, and then in the finishing process, they use 4 pounds of this raw honey. So I find that you get the bitterness from the juniper, and then you get kind of from the honey an orange blossom quality, which is really nice.
Yep,
And
very soft, very approachable.
You find that orange blossom in the Rinomato. This falls into the category of a bitter or an aperitivo. So this has alcohol, water, and then botanicals. And one of the main botanicals in this is going to be burnt orange. So those play really well together. This gives it the bitter structure in the drink. Both of these, this and the Mancino vermouth, are brought to us by Giancarlo Mancino. So he creates both of these. And then Mancino vermouth is a really high-end Italian red vermouth. So that's an aromatized wine. So that, again, gives it a beautiful botanical structure. So everything kind of balances itself out. All super premium ingredients. A really simple, balanced, easy to make cocktail, but super complex at the same time.
Yeah, the balance in this is really, really perfect. And I will say, since we started this journey of me making actual cocktails at home, that there's not much more satisfying than, you know, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock at night, and coming inside, making a legit cocktail with legit ingredients, the right way, with the right tools, and sitting out back and kicking a little jazz with a cocktail. It's very satisfying, I will say, as opposed to just throwing in ingredients in a pint glass, you know, stirring it with a chopstick and hoping for the best. Like, you really find that you enjoy the drink a whole lot more when you do it the right way. At least for me.
Agreed, totally. And this whole category of kind of aperitivo, like in Italian culture, is really a celebrated thing at a certain time of night. Like, we do happy hour in the United States. They do this as an hour where they come together and they drink cocktails like this, and it kind of just, an aperitivo means to open. It starts your evening. Right. It starts your evening meal. So again, it's part of your culture. You sit down with a really great cocktail, you move into your meal. So it's kind of fun to do this, at our happy hour time. Like you said, the evening's over, you can kind of sit down, make something like this, and it just kind of ends your day and starts your night in a really cool way.
Yeah, and the cool thing with this aperitivo is it's going to be a little lower in alcohol. So when you make a Negroni with this, with the Rinomato, you're going to be able to really put back a few, because the ABV is not going to kill you. The texture is great. It's got a great mouthfeel, and it just makes a really, really solid cocktail to sit out back on a nice warm night and drink. Thanks for showing me how to do this, Dee. Once again, I'm gonna add another drink to my arsenal that I'll be making on my back porch this summer. So yeah, next week we'll have something else. We're not quite sure yet what direction we're gonna go, which is always fun. Dee and I figure this out about 15 minutes before we get started, believe it or not. Not necessarily. But yeah, we're hoping that you guys are getting a little bit out of this, as I am, and learning how to make some really, really solid cocktails at home. Thanks for checking in. Until next time, I guess we'll all figure it out together. Cheers.